Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to IBDP with Ayon. And today we will be discussing about decision tree. This is a IB business management toolkit. So let's get started. So what is a decision tree? A decision tree is a quantitative tool businesses use when they have to choose between different options. It shows the possible outcomes of each option and the probability of them happening. By calculating the expected value, managers can decide which option might be most profitable. So basically here what it says is a decision tree maps out business's choice and it helps manager pick the path that makes the most money or it makes most profitable for the business. Now let's discuss what are the things we need to build a decision tree. Firstly, decision nodes. Decision nodes are shown as a square. So in the important part you can see it is mentioned that a square box and it says decision node. They represent a point where a manager must choose between different options. For example, a business may decide whether to launch a new product, invest in different things, or to expand to a new market. A decision maker has some control over these choices, which is a manager. Now let's talk about chance node or probability node. So chance node or probability nodes are shown as circle. So they represent outcomes that may happen after a decision is made. Common outcomes could be success or failure. Business can. Now let's talk about what is the probabilities. Each branch for a chance node shown the probability of an outcome. And what is the payoffs? The value of payoff of each outcome is written at the end of the branch. Cost must be subtracted from revenue to find the net value. Now the rejected decision. Now when an option is not chosen, it is cut off using two parallel lines. This shows that the option has been rejected. You can see in the important part there is two parallel line and this is the rejected decision. What is the expected value? The expected value EV shows the average result if the decision were repeated many times, and this is calculated by EV equals to probability into payoff. So here I prepared a full decision tree problem. So let's solve this. So in this question, imagine a business is asked to launch their new product in site A or site B or site C. So we can see that the success rate of the success is 70 million payoff and the probability is 0.5%. This is for site A, and failure is 30 million payoff and probability is 0.7%. And calculating the expected value, here we got that 35 million and 25 million. We will add this, which is 56 million, and we will subtract this from the original cost, which is 18 million. So our value becomes 38 million. The same process goes for the rest, site B and site C. In site B, success is 40 million payoff and 0.75% of probability, and fail is 12 million payoff and 0.25 probability. And when we do the calculation, the EV comes, when we do the calculation of EV, the total it comes as 33 million and we subtract it from the original cost, so it comes as 5 million. And in site C, the success 50 million payoff and 0.6% probability, and fail is 35 million payoff and 0.4% probability. We calculate the expected value. And the addition becomes 44 million, and when we subtract it from the original cost 22 million, it becomes 22 million. So now we can decide that from these three sites, site A, site B and site C, we can easily identify that site A gives us the most return, most profit. So the business will choose site A, and the other two sites, site B and site C, is rejected, so it will be two parallel lines. Now let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of decision tree. So the advantage of decision tree is they show problem in a clear visual way. Manager can see all options and possible outcomes at the same time. They help consider risk and possible negative outcomes. They support more logical decision making. because cost and outcomes are analyzed. They provide numerical data which helps manager understand the situation better. And the disadvantage of decision tree is the probabilities used are only estimated, so they may be inaccurate. Managers may bias probabilities to support their preferred decision. They do not always reduce the risk involved in making decision. Time delay may make the information outdated when the decision is implemented. They mainly use quantitative data. Qualitative factors like staff morale may be ignored. So here it comes the end. I hope you guys understand the decision tree and I hope you guys like the video. If you guys have any questions regarding business management decision tree, you can ask me in the comment section. Till then, thank you.